You were never meant to carry their pain, but you did. Your mother's silent tears, your father's unspoken anger, the trauma they never dared to name, the choices they made, the guilt they buried, the love they couldn't give. Somehow, it was all passed on to you, not through words, but through silence, through energy, through DNA, through the subconscious. And without even realizing it, you've been living their story. Your anxiety, it began before you were born. Your fear of failure, it didn't start with your first mistake. That relationship pattern you can't seem to break, it's older than your childhood. And the money struggles, the self-sabotage, that endless fatigue, they are echoes, inherited echoes. But what if you could set yourself free? In today's video, I'm going to take you on a deeply healing journey. We'll uncover how your current life, your health, your relationships, your finances, your very identity has been shaped by invisible threads connecting you to generations before you. And more importantly, I'm going to guide you through a powerful technique, one you can do with nothing but a photo of yourself as a child, and the willingness to finally let go. This is going to be emotional. It's going to be real. And by the end of this video, you will not be the same person you were when you began watching. But first, if you saw my previous video, the one where we talked about why life feels stuck, and how those invisible walls are often built from past emotional wounds, you already know how powerful subconscious healing can be. Today we go deeper. This is not just about breaking free. It's about becoming whole. So take a deep breath, find a quiet space, and if you can, go find a photo of your childhood self. You'll need it. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine your parents standing behind you, and behind them, their parents, and behind them, their parents. A long line of souls, each carrying their own burdens, fears, regrets. Look closer. Some of them never got to follow their dreams. Some had to sacrifice their identity to survive. Some were abused. Some were silenced. Some never learned what love truly meant. But each of them passed something down. Sometimes it was strength, but often it was pain. This pain doesn't disappear. It transforms. It enters our bodies, our choices, our beliefs. Science now calls this epigenetics, the study of how trauma can literally alter gene expression, not just in one person, but across generations. Your body remembers what your ancestors went through. Your nervous system is primed to respond to stresses your grandparents faced. Your subconscious is programmed by stories that were never even yours. So when you wonder, why do I feel this way? Or why is this so hard for me? Know that the answer might be buried in someone else's lifetime. And yet, here you are. You are the turning point. The first one to pause and ask, what if it ends with me? You are not broken. You are carrying broken pieces that were never yours to hold. And today we give those pieces back. Let me share something personal with you. A few years ago, I found a childhood photo of myself tucked inside an old diary. I was maybe 4 or 5 in that picture, with big eyes and a curious smile. And something about that face broke me, not in a painful way, but in a way that made me realize how far I had drifted from him. That little me didn't know about trauma. He just wanted to be loved, seen, protected. That day I spoke to him. I cried. I apologized. I said the Ho'oponopono prayer for what felt like hours, and something cracked open. That night I had the deepest sleep in years. The next morning I didn't wake up healed, But I woke up softer, safer, more whole. Now, I want you to hold that photo of yourself as a child. Really look into their eyes. You'll see innocence, hope, maybe even a little fear. That child didn't know what was coming, but they always hoped things would get better. And today, you're about to fulfill that hope. Now speak to them. You can say it out loud or in your mind, but let every word come from your soul. I'm sorry for making you carry the pain of our parents. I'm sorry for blaming you when things went wrong. I forgive you for all the ways you tried to survive. I forgive myself for holding on to wounds that were never mine. I love you, not for what you became, but for who you always were. Thank you for being strong enough to get us here. Take your time. Repeat the words as many times as you need. Then, if you feel called to, write a letter to that younger version of you. Tell them everything. Dear little me, I know you were scared. I know you didn't understand why Mom yelled or why Dad walked away. I know you thought it was your fault. It never was. I'm here now, and I promise, from this moment on, we'll live with love. No more blame, no more guilt, just love. I release us from the past. I forgive you. I forgive them. I forgive myself. And I love you. I love you. I love you. Once your letter is complete, take it to a safe place, and with reverence, burn it. As the paper turns to ash, visualize those inherited wounds dissolving into the air, returning to the universe, freed, transformed. You don't need to carry this anymore. Let the fire be the witness. Let the ashes carry your story back to the stars. And maybe tonight, when you go to bed, whisper to yourself, we're free now. Because that's what healing sounds like. The healing has begun. And now I want to invite you deeper. If this process stirred something inside you, if you felt tears or a softening in your chest or a whisper that said, there's more, then come join me for a personalized healing session. Whether in a group or one-on-one, I will guide you through deeper layers of this work. You can contact me on Instagram using the link given in the description below. We'll release the roots, heal the patterns, and open space for a new story to rise. One filled with health, harmony, abundance, and peace. You didn't come here to just survive. You came here to thrive. Your past doesn't define you, but how you heal it, that will. And I'll be right here, walking with you every step of the way. I'll see you soon.